Yo, what's good guys? My name's Blazing Swifty and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. So, I just dropped the video before where they tweeted out the new details on the Serenity Pod system with the gardening. And we got another tweet called, and which leads to this link, called the INAZUMA Diaries Volume 1, the mysterious Electro element. So interesting, let's see what this is about. So we're actually getting some information about INAZUMA, the INAZUMA Diaries. Interesting, let's jump into this and see. I haven't gone over this at all, so I don't know exactly what to expect, but let's have a look. Hi travelers, our journey to INAZUMA is about to begin. What lies in store in this land that is suffused with Electro? Let's find out. Mysterious Electro element, the INAZUMA Diaries. Our journey to INAZUMA is about to begin. What lies in store land with Electro? Let's find out. Okay, cool. Number 1, discovered Electrogranum, Thunder Sakura bow. Okay, interesting. We've got a little tree with like a couple of Sakura blossoms on it, cherry blossoms, whatever you want to call them. Thunder Sakura bows can be found on the various islands of INAZUMA. Use them to summon a wondrous spirit called an Electrogranum, which will be an invaluable travel companion in INAZUMA. Travel companion? Electrogranum, okay. Electrogranum can only accompany travelers for a set period of time. Please pay attention to this duration, okay? Interesting. It's called, spirit called Electrogranum. Yes, Electrogranum. Ooh, Sacred Sakura. So, what is this exactly? One spirit called, which will be an invaluable travel companion. So, I don't know if this is anything like the little spirits we pick up in Mondstadt that create a little wind current or whatever, or I don't know exactly what that is, but we'll have to see. Use them to summon a wondrous spirit called an Electrogranum, which will be an invaluable travel companion in INAZUMA. Well, or it's to use to complete some puzzles or obstacles or something like that. So I'm just going to assume that for now. Then Sacred Sakura. Ooh. That's that big tree we saw, the Sakura tree that's shaped like a fox. Look at all that freaking Sakura blossoms. Oh yes. Head to the top of the Grand Narukami Shrine to see the sacred Sakura. It's an unforgettable location, that's for sure. While enjoying the scenery, you can increase the level of the sacred Sakura's favor by making the Oh! Okay, so the Electrogranum is linked to that. Well, okay, this is all still part of number 1, right? Yeah, so I should have just assumed. I should just keep reading. Making the Electrogranum more powerful thereby. Okay. So increase the tree's favor and Electrogranum is going to get more powerful. I don't know exactly what that entails yet. But we'll have to see. This is all really exciting and interesting. Okay, so it's obviously going to be used to increase the power of our Electrogranum. What we use the Electrogranum still for is not 100%, I don't know 100%, but we'll have to see. Maybe it has better effects, whatnot. Electro Sigil, there we go. So we had our Animo Sigils, our Geo Sigils, which we have our respective shops in Mondstadt and Leeway where we could buy all sorts of stuff like Ascension Shards and Mora especially. Very handy for the Mora. And then they also had, if I remember correctly, Weapon Ascension materials. I'm not so sure about Talent Books. I don't think it had Talent Books. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to open the game to see that, but like the weapon ascension materials and good thing as well is the prototype billets or whatever they call them now, the weapon prototypes. Let's just call them that. So I'm assuming in Electro in INAZUMA we'll have the shop, and maybe we'll be able to get a couple of weapon prototypes there now as well, since we did in the previous 2 shops, which is nice. Tip. Offer the Electro Sigils you obtain in your various adventures in INAZUMA to the sacred... Oh, you see. You offer it to the sacred Sakura tree. Offer the Electro Sigils you obtain in your various adventures in INAZUMA to the sacred Sakura to raise your sacred Sakura's favor level and gain valuable items in return. Okay, so I'm guessing we're not going to have a shop like the other 2. We're going to be getting it from the tree. And so we use the Electro Sigils to raise the favor of the Sacred Sakura tree. That's what they said here. Yeah. And gain valuable items in return. So I guess it's also going to have like the mini shop and whatnot. So, okay, there we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Instead of just speculating out there, I should have just read everything first. Number 2, effects for Electrogranum. Now we're going to find out. During your adventures, the Electrograna can produce you with various benefits. Thunder Sphere usage. Interesting. Thunder Sphere. Can I just like speak properly today? Can I just talk properly? Thunder Sphere. Many strange objects known as thunder spheres dot the INAZUMA skies. Okay, when you come within range of a thunder sphere, while carrying an Electrogranum or while affected by Electro, okay, you can move swiftly in the direction of the thunder sphere, okay. Use these thunder spheres to move lightning fast through the air. It's an incredibly convenient method of traversal. Okay, so that's exactly what it is, huh? So we use there we can see our little Electrogranum companion there. So we use those. It's, like I said, it's not completely similar to the ones we get in Mondstadt. Like we had little wisps and then we can create a wind current and whatnot. This goes beyond that, but it's used as a method of traversal, which is cool. While carrying an Electrogranum or while affected by Electro. So I guess if you're affected by the Electro element, you can do it as well. I don't know if you'll be able to use your abilities, I don't know, but let's just assume for now, we're going to be using our Electrogranum to move lightning fast through the air, which is cool. So we can get to probably higher spots really quick and whatnot, so that's quite cool. Tip. Players can determine whether they can move to the thunder sphere by seeing if an icon at the bottom of the screen lights up. At the bottom of the screen. If we're close enough to it, the symbol will appear and we'll be able to use it, which is really cool. Players can determine whether they can move to the thunder sphere by seeing if an icon at the bottom of the screen lights up. Okay, perfect. Now, the next one. I'm assuming we're still using our Electrogranum here. Thunder Barrier Traversal. Okay. These mysterious barriers that block entry are known in INAZUMA as Thunder Barriers. For some mysterious reason, however, traveling with an Electrogranum can allow you to pass through the barrier unimpeded. Okay, so if we have our Electrogranum equipped or traveling with it, okay, but we get it from those Sakura bows, right? So we're gonna get it from a Sakura bow probably, and then it's gonna follow us for a period of time, like they said, and then we can do all of this. Okay, interesting. These symbols. Observe the symbols on various thunder barriers. Okay. Can you spot the differences? Well, sure. Stronger barriers will require a stronger Electrogranum to pass through them. Okay, if you encounter an impenetrable thunder barrier, please remember to go to Sacred Sakura Tree to enhance your Electrogranum. Yes, okay, so instead of not just getting the items from the Sacred Sakura Tree, like they said as well, we're going to be increasing the power or making our Electrogranum stronger as we increase the favor of Sakura Tree. So that's gonna allow us to pass through various barriers. So there will be barriers that we're gonna run into that we won't be able to pass through because we need our Electrogranum to be stronger. So I like this sort of I like this system. That's this sort of like time gating system. Like, you know, everyone rush out in INAZUMA, explore everything, go crazy for a month or a few weeks, explore everything, then it's done. People are gonna complain again, right? So also, a thing that I heard is that INAZUMA is going to have 6 islands in total, apparently. I saw this in a tweet, so it was literally unavoidable. You know, it's freaking bloody leaks are everywhere. I didn't go looking for it, and we'll be getting 3 out of the 6 islands when we go to INAZUMA at first, which I think is a brilliant thing to do, to be honest. Because imagine if the whole of INAZUMA is out, people are going to go crazy, play endless amount of hours, and then they're going to be done in a few weeks and they're going to complain there's no content. So time gating is perfect, and I think those 3 islands might hopefully be big enough to last us for a few weeks. It's an entire new region, and it's 2.0 update. I'm betting on it that they're not going to disappoint. I'm really hoping they won't. It's a big update 2.0. We'll see. I'm really excited for it. I'm not going to be negative about it. But yeah, so this also like sort of time gates us in a way, because we're going to run into these barriers that we can't pass through with our current Electrogranum. And we're going to want to gain more and look for more sigils, go to the Sakura Tree, increase its favor, and then we'll be able to pass through. And so I like these systems they put in place. It's interesting. Yeah. Remember to go to Sacred Sakura to enhance your Electrogranum. Interesting. You have a Thunderstone. So obviously these three symbols, before we get to that, these three symbols means a weak Electrogranum, slightly stronger Electrogranum, and then obviously a maxed out or strong, very much stronger Electrogranum. I even want to look at Thunderstones. Some Thunder Barriers obtain Thunderstones that inflict continuous damage. Oh. Electrogranum can temporarily suppress the Thunderstone's power, allowing travelers to avoid taking damage. If you ever come across a Thunderstone, take care not to stay within the Thunder Barrier for too long. Yeah. So Electrogranum runs out, then we can start taking damage from this. How much damage we're going to take, it's left to be seen. We can't predict that, we'll have to see. If it's like something like that in a barrier or whatnot, I'm maybe going to assume we're going to lose health at a faster pace, at a quicker pace than that we lose like in Dragon Spine due to sheer cold, because it just would make sense. And just looking at like the nature of the barriers and whatnot, and small barrier with this little thing inside, it's obviously then maybe don't want us to stay inside there for too long. So protection against Bale Thunder. Okay, watch out. When in an area affected by high electro concentrations, you will gradually lose HP. Okay, so we've got something similar to sheer cold and Dragon Spine then. This phenomenon is known as Bale Thunder. Use Electrogranum to protect yourself against the harmful effects of Bale Thunder. Okay, so you can have these Thunderwood everywhere, I'm assuming. And it's going to be like, it's probably not going to be like all over the place and like too many of them, because like in Dragon Spine, wherever you walk, you can accumulate sheer cold, right? So for this one, if we're in an area that has a high concentration of Electro, we gradually lose HP as well. That will probably be, I'm assuming, at the same rate that we lose HP with sheer cold, maybe slightly quicker because it's a smaller area, not the entire Dragon Spine. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's slightly quicker. And then obviously the Thunderstones inside the barriers will make us lose health much quicker maybe. So interesting. Thunderwood can usually be found in areas affected by high electro concentrations. Stand near to them to protect yourself from the harmful effects of Bale Thunder. Ah, okay. So that's not Thunderwood. Okay, so we're just gonna have the effect is called Bale Thunder. Yeah, it's a phenomenon known as Bale Thunder, and our Electrogranum can also protect us from its harmful effects. But then, same to in Dragon Spine, where you got the little totems or whatever towers that produce heat. We're gonna have Thunderwood. It seems like that can found in areas with, yeah, in these areas that have Bale Thunder, and we stand near them to protect ourselves from the harmful effects of Bale Thunder. So it's technically literally working like in Dragon Spine, where we have our little heat statues or heat totems that we activate to protect us from sheer cold. Yeah, the Thunderwood's going to protect us from Bale Thunder, which is really interesting. I like that. And it's obviously not going to be as common as in Dragon Spine, because Dragon Spine, you just accumulate sheer cold everywhere. Over here, it's probably just going to be scattered all over and not maybe be like a massive amount. But then here we go, when you look at this. During your journey, you can also discover many interesting things related to the Electro element. Electro Seelie, confirmed. Following ended. Okay. These little floating things look like Seelie, don't they? These curious creatures are called Electro Seelie. They will move off at high speed when you get close to them. If you follow them, they may guide you towards a pleasant surprise, but make sure to keep your eyes peeled or you might lose sight of them. Okay, cool. So, like in Mondstadt and Leeway, we had both had the same type of Sealies, right? Follow them to the treasure, that's it. Here we have Electro Sealing, really cool. Following ended. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's when it's done, when the following is ended, finish following him, but interesting. So they'll move off at high speed when you get close to them, compared to the other ones. If you follow them, they may guide you towards pleasant surprise, yes, but make sure you keep your eyes peeled. You might lose sight of them, so you're gonna have to be quick and follow them. So I don't know, maybe you're going to activate a Seelie. It might go to a higher or further place, and there might be what are these things called? Let's get to them quickly. Thunder Spheres. So maybe you can use the Electrogranum, because this is all still under the effects of Electrogranum. I think we'll see if we're at number 3 now. But you can there'll maybe be Thunder Spheres in the area that you can use your Electrogranum to quickly follow the Seelie, since that Seelie is going to be really quick, right? Yeah, it still looks like it's all under the same one, under number 2. Yeah, okay, so I'm assuming there'll be Thunder Spheres and stuff in the area maybe. if the Seelie is really that quick, so that we can follow them with Thunder Spheres and whatnot. Or maybe it's not that quick and we just have to run constantly after them, but we'll have to see. Interesting, might lose sight of them. Unlike those seen in the rest of the vat, the piles of stones in INAZUMA contain the Electro element. Yeah, so those stones we see, it's like literally out of place that we can destroy, that has chests under them. Perhaps they will respond to certain elemental reactions. I wonder what elemental reactions they're going to react to. So either it'll be we're going to need Electro element to break it since it's Electro, or it might be the route where since it's Electro we can't use Electro against it, so we'll have something like Pyro which will activate Overload to destroy the rocks. We'll have to see, but yeah. In addition to the aforementioned content, there are more gameplay features waiting in INAZUMA, so we'll see you next time. Okay, so that's it. Okay, shorter than I thought, but not really short, actually like really interesting information. So I hope I made sense and covered everything properly, but I think I covered everything. I hope I did. Let me know if I left anything out or if I can maybe improve in future videos. I hope I did explain everything properly from, you know, what we can gather from this information. Yeah, it's not like we have INAZUMA right now and we can break this down like with actual gameplay. But yeah, really interesting. I like all of this. I really do. But anyway, that was really cool and interesting. I'm on board. I really like it. They're just hyping us up more and more for INAZUMA. I'm so excited for INAZUMA. I can't wait to go there. And I'm also planning on making a lot of content on INAZUMA. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. It would greatly help me out as well. And if you want to see more Genshin Impact content and content like this, let me know if you enjoyed content like this. If you want to see it more often, if there's anything I can do better. And I'll be covering news like this and stuff. Hopefully I can be more on time, because there's just a lot of stuff going on here at the moment. And yeah, gameplay videos as well, summoning sessions, we'll do it all. I don't know if I'll be making guides. I'll see how I feel about that, because I'm still skeptical on making guides and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.